Managing Director at the Snow Centre in Hemel Hempsted. The centre has been open nearly 7 years now. £25 million investment back in 2009. Originally a dry ski slope that had actually been there for 30 years and then was transformed from the old style dry ski slope into this stunning facility we have now. We have a 160 metre main slope, and yes, it's real snow, and yes, it says that on our website, and yes, customers still ring up to say, is it real snow? And yes, people turn up and go, wow, it is real snow. So one of our challenges, how do you communicate that? So where does our income come from? Just to give you a bit of an idea of our product mix and the business, around 16% comes through the lodge upstairs. Snow recreation, what I mean by that, that's the lift passes, freestyle, obviously that's been pretty big in recent years on the back of the Winter Olympics. So 28% of our income is coming off that main slope in terms of just people coming for a practice. 37% comes from lessons. And really that's what our core business is, teaching families and in particular kids to ski and snowboard. That is our bread and butter, that is our core product, that is our core business. But this obviously creates a lot of operational challenges for us, whether it be HR in terms of team, you need so many team members in the winter, less in the summer. But a massive piece and where Green4 help here is with the scheduling of all our products. Because when you've only got so much space, you have to maximise your income in the space that you've got. So to put it into context, in January, we exceeded over £1 million revenue in January, the first time we've done £1 million month. And in the summer, May and June, we're doing around 35–40% of that. So in some months, we're doing 2.5 times the revenue that we do in other months. So that creates, again, a real challenge around the scheduling of products, the pricing of products, and how you spread your business out over the year. I've already mentioned our core business is teaching people to ski, taking them from zero to hero. So what we've created over the last 3–4 years is a very clear customer journey of how we take people through this process. Obviously the experience they receive when they're in the centre, but also the communications that sit alongside that, and how we engage people at different stages to help them go through that journey from level 1 through to getting them onto the main slope. And ultimately what we'd like to achieve is that skiing and boarding becomes a habit and part of people's lifestyle. So they want to become regularly all year round, and not just in this 8 to 10 week mad period over the winter season. So it's about reviewing the products and the price, the people that work for us and the proposition, what it is that we're offering and how do we deliver it. Evaluation of spend, what we're spending our money on, and also what are our customers spending their money on. Our aim is to grow revenue through volume and spend per head. Obviously there's 2 ways to grow a business. Have more people come in, have more people come more often, and obviously if you can get more spend per head out of them when they do come, you can grow your business. And I'll show you some of the things we did to do that. Sweat the asset, capacity management. This is massive for us, and I'm not sure how much it affects you guys' business, but the whole Green4, the CRM, the scheduling, every person in our business is actively involved in that. Our instructors need to know how to use the system to know where they are teaching a lesson on the slope. They need to know who is on their lesson and at what level they're at. Clearly our marketing team needs to know our database so they can do effective communication. Our sales team needs to know the booking system so they can book people onto the right lesson. So it isn't just a marketing tool for us or a sales tool. It is a fundamental integral to our whole business operation and how we run the business. Focus on quantity and quality of database. So it's not just about having high volume of people on your database, it's knowing who they are, correct email addresses, engaging them, knowing how often they come, and we spent a lot of time understanding who they are. We developed a lot of new products and services and developed the guest experience over the first couple of years to really enhance the quality of what we do. And I think even before you can start on CRM and all the other bits, you need to get your business right in the first place. Right product, right price, giving a great experience, and if you do that, it really sets a good foundation for going forwards. So what are our key metrics? Well, we've got a load of metrics in our business that we work to, but relevant for today, for what we're talking about, is revenue, and what I mean by that, revenue by channel. So we have 3 key channels: point of sale, people who walk in and buy lift passes or come in to book a lesson. We have our call centre, so you've got the phone income coming in, and obviously the web in terms of what's coming in online. Spend per head. So as I've already mentioned, we can only get so many people in the building at any one time. It's about maximising spend per head. So yield management is really important to us to maximise that opportunity. New customers and repeat business. So obviously understanding who our customers are. So every year we set ourselves a target of how many new people we want to bring in the business, and then we want to evaluate how often they're coming back. And our goal really is to maintain a sort of similar number of new customers coming in every year, but to try and get them to come back more often. And that's where the growth, particularly in the last couple of years, has come from. Website visits, how active is our website? Are we encouraging people to use it? And then converting, so how many people go on our website and subsequently book a product? And we're pretty hot on that and looking daily, weekly, monthly, and what's happening with that to try and improve our conversion rate on there. I see lots of sexy, glossy websites out there, I'm sure you all do. Clearly that's a key part of the attraction, the look and feel, but it's actually measuring its functionality and its performance that really is what underpins the business. So it's like a triangle for us. So we have our website, which is linked into the booking system. So that's really where we're sort of collecting the data, where people are booking in. We have our scheduler, which is linked to our data cube. And this is massive for us, the ability to schedule the slope effectively with the right products at the right time when you've only got so much space. Our data cube, in some ways the hardest thing I've ever had to learn to use, but once you can use it in many ways, the simplest thing you can ever have. The data we can extract on our customers, on our lessons, on our spend, on what time people are coming is simply amazing. And the reports we look at on a weekly basis to help evaluate our business, the details you can go to is quite phenomenal once you understand the system. And that's massive for us. It's really understanding our data cube and taking this information so we can evolve products going forward. And then, of course, you've got your database and your CRM system, so the whole thing is all linked together. So having your data, knowing who your customers are, targeting the right people at the right time, scheduling the right products at the right time and the right pricing, and then giving people an easy way to book their products. For me, the whole thing is integrally linked and the whole thing comes together. A couple of years ago, then once we felt we got the products right, we really started looking at our online. And the next thing to look at was booking confirmations. So we simplified the whole thing. So it was much more engaging, much more about headings, and you can click on these to go through and find more information about it. So we try and create little videos to say what to bring, when you're here, what's going to happen, and we try and make it more interesting for you and more relevant. So yes, it's a sort of confirmation of your booking, but we're trying to educate our customer and engage them before they arrive. They then receive an email the day before they come to say, hope you're excited. Let's remind you what you need to bring. We advise them what may also be going on in the centre, maybe consider staying for lunch and so on. So hopefully we've built up a bit of excitement, and then when the day before they'll get another email saying, we look forward to seeing you, this is what's going to happen. And then afterwards, the day after, every customer receives an email saying, thank you for your visit, hope you had a great day. It comes personally, I say personally, it comes through the system, but it comes from Pete Gillespie, our head of snow sports and guest service manager. So it doesn't say the snow centre, it says Pete Gillespie on there. And it's like, how was your lesson? Or how was your lift pass? We'd like to hear about it. And we introduced the 10% off to try and get people to rebook. And we started to see an increase in bookings and people repeatedly coming back. We then looked at our website because this is quite integral to what we do and how it's performing and looking at the metrics and decided it was time to evaluate the website and revamp. So this is what we went from and to. So much more imaging about our slopes and about our instructors and what goes on, and introduce responsive front and back end to the website, put deep linking in so it's easy to move around, and booking widget throughout. So we're trying to make the booking process less clunky, for want of a better word, and reduce the number of clicks you need to take to go from your inquiry to making your booking. As a consequence, we've seen the conversion rate go up significantly from people coming online and booking. So what are our future developments? We're in a good phase now. I passionately believe when a business is doing well, that's the time to invest and consolidate and grow your business, not a time to become complacent and sit back and reap the rewards. So we have our CRM 15 upgrade coming up shortly. So that's going to make it much simpler for us with our e-coms and allow us to be more creative with our niche marketing for our e-coms. Looking online is something that's available, which we don't do now, but things like the monthly passes and things like that will be so much easier when customers can just continually book online. Online inquiry forms, so the ability for all our inquiries online to straight away go onto the CRM system so we can manage our leads more effectively in our database and then really understand the conversion of inquiries through to sales, whether that be our core products, lessons and lift passes, or whether it be the groups like schools and things. We think this is going to make a massive difference to our business going forwards. And looking at other alternative payment methods such as PayPal on the website as well. So I hope you found that interesting, short and sweet.